Hey, bro, crank it up. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Man, I got nobody. I don't know about that, but you know how we do right here. Get. Better let me say tonight. I done fucked up. Brother got me.
Howdy, fellers and felleets. I don't know what you call girls. People. So, weekly update, as always. Stack of papers. Something new, as you can see. So this is pretty cool, and huge shout out to Jason Hurd with DIY. He's been super helpful with all of this stuff, and this is the Y-frame fixture, bulkhead fixture, link mount fixture, yada, yada, yada. All the important stuff for like the whole spine of the truck, the most important part. So this is the start of the F100 build. I just got all these snapped together. They're not tacked yet, so we still got to go in there and double check everything's square. But as of so far, it looks really, really good. He's coming along super nice. We're literally almost done with the Y-frame, A-arms, not fabrication wise, but CAD modeling wise. We're almost done with the Y-frame, center mount, all that stuff, along with he's already got a huge jump on the tube structure. So that being said, is going to be, when we start getting some parts coming in, it is going to start going quick, which I'm really, really excited for. It's going to be an awesome build. Alan, the owner of this truck now for this F100, he's very excited. He's been really great to deal with, super easy guy, very cool. So I really like Alan, and I really cannot wait to make him one of the sickest F100s out there. Like, that is my goal. Is we've all seen Vivian, which is absolutely amazing, Kyle Craft's truck, which is super cool, but I want to make something better than everybody else has made. Even Rob, he made a single cab F100 that's absolutely beautiful, but I want this to be the top tier of F100s. I'm really excited. We got a bunch of parts, which we'll show you in a little bit after we walk through more. Hand signals. Don't trip, John. I like setting booby traps up for John, so then he trips. Ha! And nothing on the Chevy yet. We're waiting for material and stuff like that. Lee's truck, it is pretty much done. Let me kind of scoot that out of the way. As you can see, it's standing up, so that's good. The only thing that we're waiting for, which Lee is picking up tomorrow, which today is Friday, so tomorrow is Saturday. He's headed to Phoenix to pick up the third member. And that's the last piece of the puzzle. Then it can go back together. The fuel system's plumbed and done. Everything we did, we sanded down his trailing arms, axle housing, upper link mounts are all sanded, repainted. We even powder coated these to get those done, the fender mounts. The link mounts are all done. Everything works like it should and perfect. Very, very happy with how this came out. So I was really glad to get those done because, you know, like we said, we had one little small crack that was on an area where a hole was already existing. Now with this fabricated mount set up, I don't have any worries about it anymore. There is word on the street, Lee's talking about doing a 427 with about 2 more 100 horsepower, maybe by the end of the year. Do it, Lee. Be very excited about that. So if this truck had another 200 horsepower, granted it's already borderline 500 horsepower, not bad, but what's better than 500 horsepower is 700 horsepower. So, yeah, weird. So Lee's is really done. Just about, we'll get the third member. It'll all be done come Monday. It won't take but a little bit to throw in the third member, axles, get everything torqued to spec and all that, and double check fluids. And I believe he's gonna go to Glamis and have some fun. So you might see some videos on that one. And also the Parker Dam 500 from Legacy Race. He's gonna go pre-run that. Otherwise, Lee's truck is just a solid truck that just works perfectly, and we've had zero real issues with it, and that's awesome. As in, we were talking about over at the fixture table, Allen's F100. We got a few more parts in. This is, So he picked out all like the specs that he wanted. This is a custom-made PRP seat. This thing is freaking sweet. I really hope it shows up good on the color. So he's planning on would possibly be doing like a green two-tone type outside, but as you can see, it's got green stitching all the way around it, all nice suede with the octagon stitching on it. Yeah, this seat is beautiful. And butt heaters, because why not? Might as well have a nice warm tushy.
Oh my sweet Jesus. That's rad.
Seats are beautiful. Thank you to Quicksaw Racing for ordering these from PRP, because he is a dealer for them. They got here insanely fast. These were custom ordered seats, and what, John? We had those in less than 3 weeks. That's insane. Pretty happy about that. They're a beautiful seat. Got some Camberg stuff here. Just nothing too special. Just this is the rear snout for the axle housing. So that's cool. I also got the front snouts. We did do a little bit of a different change. I had Jmar front hubs for this truck originally, but plans have changed. Nothing wrong with Jmar. I just wasn't a big fan of, they take a brake rotor hat that goes over the hub, which I'm not a fan of. I know it's common, but we decided to ditch that plan, so we'll have a set of Jmar front hubs for sale. They are trophy truck spec, and which leading into, I'm more happy about is now we'll have a matching pair of Mitch-made rear hubs, front hubs, and third member. I'm a big advocate for good people that build quality parts, and Mitch is one of those dudes that builds top tier parts, and I think everybody will know that if they do not already. And so we'll get that. Otherwise, I think everything stayed the same. We got 2 fire suppression systems coming for it too, because nothing's worse than a fire in a very expensive truck. To Gary's, as you can see, we have some just mock-up tubes. These are not the real tubes here, because unfortunately with some people that apparently don't know how to run tape measures, the tubes that are going into the firewall aren't in the same exact spots. So we're gonna have to bend these things around. As you can see, I can flex this thing around pretty good. So we're just gonna have to get these tubes made. I could probably do you, let's see here. We're thinking, so there's probably gonna be, we'll have, who did that? Corey? Jeff? Was that you? Tricked me? Put a piece of this tape over the duct tape? How dare you? Get some real tape. So on Gary's truck, we'll probably do something similar to here to here, cross tube. And by the way, when you pull this cross member out, this engine could almost come out sideways with how big of the opening it is. We'll do something similar to that. We'll go from here to here. Probably another tube from here to here. I'd like to do something in the back. I just don't know if that's going to happen with the coilover and the spacing that we have, so it might not. Probably end up doing something like this, stick tape. Do a little bit more extra support like that, and then maybe another tube that comes down. You get the idea. Of course, I cut it too short. So something similar like that. Triangulate everything in so it is very stout. Granted, it already is going to be stout with just that. And obviously mirror that to the other side. And then once we get the fiberglass, which did get delayed a little bit longer, unfortunately, but some things are out of our hands. But we can get the tube structure here done soon. Mount the radiator will probably go here. Bumper, everything like that. One piece tilt front end. Get this thing all done. But I'm very happy with how this is coming out. This piece looks very, very, very nice. better geometry, just better all around, and a lot stronger than what was previously done before. Got some more stuff in the back. As I said last week that we sent off all the aluminum panels to get powder coated. We kept the fender flare off of this side. The other side is complete and done, but oh, doesn't that look nice? Powder coated aluminum, just whoo-hoo. Gets me excited. You'll see some images on that one. So all this is pretty much done in the back. The powder coated panels are all mounted and done. We just got to slap the fender back on. We just kept it off just because, so you guys can see all the nice pretty. Otherwise, I think that's about it for this week. Hopefully in the next week, we'll have all the Y-frame section and the bulkhead section back from press braking and laser, which Igor from Triton Engineering in St. George, Utah is doing all that for us. And then all the other laser cut like fixture stuff was done here from Bear Race Cars. Those guys are absolutely awesome people. Cannot wait till my equipment gets here. Wink, wink. And then we won't have to wait for other people, but otherwise those guys do top-notch work, very quality, very accurate. So thanks Bear, thanks Triton Engineering, and hopefully more stuff for you come next week.
Baby, you're a lucky that she got a lot of magic. Baby girl, it hecked up. Baby, you gon' keep it in a peanut, we don't trust. I'm a motherfucking mud point link, so don't know one thing about me. No, I got my boots. I'm a motherfucking baller. I won't leave with you. I'm the pull off on that shawty. She just ran my finger. I'ma work with it. I'ma step the beat. Bitch, I'm starting to talk to you. Can't. I don't get no